Sports. Glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got the Supersonics facing the Houston Rockets. Tip-off goes to Houston. So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. You've got Durant. Payton is out there with Ellis. Then there's Sean Kemp. And it's Sigma in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Oh, yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
And that one's good. Durant.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Here's Harden. Lays it up and banks it in.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
Boy, Gary Payton there with a heck of a move.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And the basket by Harden.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. The 3. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for Houston. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's McGrady, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Payton dishes to KD. Looking to end the run. Rebound by Drexler.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Supersonics.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Payton, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play there.
Buries the long-range jumper. McGrady's got 8 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
There's Ellis with the 3-ball. Good on the 3-point shot.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. 9-point game. McGrady outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. He's got 11.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And Ellis throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And that one's good. McGrady.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Seattle trails by 13. Ellis outside. Fires the three. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. I was able to talk with the Rockets head coach. He told me always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, are you concerned about getting outshot early on? What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooters. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
Which is going to take a lot of effort, a lot of energy. We could see them go to their bench early to try and stay fresh.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Houston leading by 12. And here's Harden for three. And another three for Houston.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Durant, no good. Here's Drexler. Here's Malone. And Durant with the rebound. For the Supersonics, they come in off the loss to Utah. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Seattle making a change here. Hayward's checked in. And here's Harden for three. Drills it from outside. Harden's got 16 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And then Durant with the jam.
For a guy who is almost 7 feet, Kevin Durant has tight handles.
55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Throws it up high and out of bounds as the Sonics gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Seattle trails by 16. Payton passes to Ellis. That's good. Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists tonight. Now, here is Harden. He's got 16. From downtown, and another 3 for Houston.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Outside Durant. Driving inside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Because of his talent, each KD is on, they will always have a chance to compete.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Houston shooting their first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Drexler. Good on both. Payton against Harden. Payton kicks to Ellis. Launches it. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 4 assists in the game.
You have the approach Payton takes to the game. An exceptional hit.
Oh, what a shot!
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
I didn't think that shot had any chance of going in. Just shows you that anything can happen in this game.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Rockets lead by 15. And we'll be back right after this. And glad you're with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And to get up on numbers here, the scoring breakdown for Houston.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. The three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. Down by 15. Malone there with Drexler. Then there's Yao. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Murphy in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. McGrady. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. McGrady's got 17.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Here's KD and Durant with the jam.
The offensive arsenal of Durant's limitless. He fills it up so fast in a multitude of ways.
Houston leading by 13. Here's McGrady driving in. Blown. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
I love that they're continuing to attack this being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed. Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Rockets on offense. They led by as many as 18 points and taken away by Brown. Here's KD, and then Durant with the dunk.
The 7-footer Durant is a threat to dunk it. Can't let him get inside.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Brady against Brown. Malone outside. Yao in the post. Back to Malone. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count that bucket. Malone's got 4 this quarter.
They saw what the defense was willing to give up, and they seized that opportunity.
Williams passes to Brown. And here is KD. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. McGrady with the ball. He's got 17. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant. And Steve, when you look at your 2003 Spurs championship team, not considered a super team, but that roster was stacked for sure.
But Kevin, it was stacked with players understanding roles and starting in their roles. There was just a lot of talent from top to bottom. We pushed each other to be better every day.
Free throw good, McGrady. And Supersonics taking it. And McGrady dropped both. Seattle trails by 11. Down low. Kemp with the emphatic one-hand jam.
Yeah, once he gets to the rim, it's lights out. Kemp, just too much power and explosiveness.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Passes to Murphy. To the inside. Unloads from 9. Kemp with the rebound. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish. Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The Rockets making a switch here. Free throw good from Brown. Rockets leading by 3. So here's Murphy. He's been patient. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Haywood, the pass to McDaniel. There's Brown with 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And almost 4 minutes in the second quarter of play.
Second team foul.
Here is Elijah. Francis passes to Harden. It's up 3. 9 for 9. Looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
An elite scorer who takes pride in defenses. Harden is outstanding at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
McDaniel with the bait. Five to shoot. Launches a 3. Francis has the board. To the paint. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on one. Pass to Williams. Back to Payton. Here's something in the call. The shot that sends him to the line.
And this is a guy, Sean Kemp, all the talent in the world, could be a perennial double-double machine, just a matter of staying focused.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Kemp. And so Kemp nails both of them. Houston by 3. Here's Olajuwon, and it's Olajuwon with the jam.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the sport kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
That's good.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Here's Francis. No points in the game yet for him. The middle. It's deflected. Seattle trails by 3. Those dishes to Kemp. Going inside, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams got his assist on the night.
That's a nice read. The guy keeping your eyes up.
Pass to Elijah. He comes it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Kemp with the bucket. Kemp's got the lead up to 1 now for the Sonics.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Out to the right wing. Here comes Tomjanovich. Drops in the tray. Tomjanovich has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And arguably no one draws more attention than Harden. Part of why that he creates so many opportunities for others. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Seattle shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Jerry Payton, 2 shots.
First one falls for
Payton. Super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of opposition.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 14 seconds left here in the second. Kicks to Drexler. And another 3 for Houston.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
The 3 from KD. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Houston on top, up by 3. We'll see you back after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. James Harden was the man in the first. It was a major impact he made with his 3-point shooting, going 6 for 6 from long range to begin the game. Kenny, what you about the Rockets?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, it's been a big night for the guys off the bench, so Dorian has given them a real spark. I think we can expect a few more minutes for the reserves than usual tonight.
And that'll do it for us. The 3rd quarter about to begin with Harlan sing by. We'll catch you up.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Well, through the first 2, he's been nothing short of a marksman.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So with Williams on the bench, group George Karl has on the floor. Payton is out there with Ellis. Then it's Kemp, and it's Durant, and it's Sigma in at the center position. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let go to work. Keep it simple.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Drexler. And Payton will bring it up for Seattle. 6-point game. Kemp. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Kemp's got 10 points in the game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Harden. The pass to Malone. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And Malone, a high percentage scorer when he gets it in deep. Once he's got the defense on his back, the game becomes easy with his ability to score.
Payton kicks to Ellis. From deep three-point range, that shot off the mark. Houston leading by 6. Here's Drexler driving the lane.
A high flyer, yet it's seemingly effortless in terms of how he just swoops in to the basket. Clyde the glide in full effect.
Shot on the way, and he recovers it. Outside Kemp for 3. Ellis, good on the triple. He's got 14.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now. They couldn't have asked for a better start this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
That'll be a 5-second call. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Sunday, they'll host the Boston Celtics. And then they head out on the road and face the Mavericks in Dallas. Drexler outside. Harden inside the three-point line. Rebound by the Sonics.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
A nice shot by KD.
If you give KD the mid-range, he'll take it. He's an efficient scorer from pretty much anywhere.
Rockets leading by 6. Now McGrady. 22 points for him. And another 3 for Houston.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Harden against Payton. And here's Ellis for 3. The shot will not fall. The Rockets go the other way with it.
And no doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And it's Elijah jam.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Seattle trails by 11. Out left of the wing. Payton passes to Ellis. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Sampson's checked in, and Paul's subbed in for James Harden. And the Supersonics also making a change. Brown is checked in for Payton. Seattle on defense. They trail by 11. Got that one up quick. Drexler's got 15 points.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
KD, that's for 2. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And it's Houston on the break. Here's McGrady. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Seattle making a change here. Hayward's checked in. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And here is KD. He's got 19. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Ball against Brown. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Malone is an absolute nightmare on the offensive glass. Does a great job of establishing that position for that putback slam.
Brown the pass to Sigma. He kicks it to KD. Drains it from beyond the arc. KD's got 22 points.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Houston. The lead is 15. He was all alone on that one.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Durant for three. Rebounded by Tracy McGrady.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Seattle trails by 18. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Smith checked in for Tracy McGrady. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. 13 fouls.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
What tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Both free throws good from Drexler. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Left in the third quarter. Kicks it up, Paul. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Paul's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Inside, Malone. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Seattle calls timeout.
And coach mostly wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
Yao, he's checked in for Houston. Williams, he's checked in for Seattle. There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's Durant with the drive. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Houston leading by 23. Drexler right side. And it's Houston with another.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
20 seconds left in the third. Brown kicks to Durant. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Rockets, Calvin Murphy.
Twelve seconds left to play in the third. Haywood with the block. Brown inside line. Misses off the left iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Houston on top, running away with this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Yao, Drexler out there with Smith, and it's Murphy in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
Here's Shrimp. Yao with the block. They retain possession. Here's Drexler, and finished off by Drexler.
Just an electricity to what Drexler can do. The leap in ability, the creativity once in air, that's elite level stuff.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
There's Brown with the 3. That shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Here's Smith. The tip. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Yao's got his first points in this one.
And Ming is mammoth in terms of his size, exceptional at using it to snare those offensive rebounds.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
And Steve, you played in a different era. Do you look a little differently at all the hugs and handshakes between opposing players these days?
No, not at all, Kevin. It's just totally different. These guys been knowing each other for a long time, you know, with youth basketball. I think the competition on the court, it speaks for itself, so I think our game is still in good hands.
And it's Brown missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Houston again with the bucket.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Here's Murphy. The 19-footer is on the money.
And usually teams go on runs and it's from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Seattle with the ball. Pass to Perkins. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Back to Brown. There's the 3. That doesn't go either for Brown.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. For Houston, Kenny Smith at the line for 2. 2 shots. Max on the first.
And the first one drops.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Hawkins checked in for the Sonics. McMillan comes in for Williams. Smith hits them both. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it, but at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively. All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Oh, no, he didn't.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
On offense, here are the Rockets. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. Smith wide open, he fires. And Houston again with the bucket.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
And Shrimp showing his range there with the triple.
And Detlef is one of the best at filling it up from deep. Just possesses great height and that high release point.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Hayes trying to break free. Smith, no luck. And it's Seattle with the ball. Here's Shrimp. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Shrimp's got 5 points now this quarter. .143 left to play in the final quarter. Smith against McMillan. With the floater, Sampson. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, almost impossible to keep Sampson off the boards, and even harder to prevent the putback. It's just not his size. It's his nose for the basketball along with tremendous quickness.
And the basket by Shrimp.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And Greg, a lot of new head coaches spinning into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question, and I think there's a combination of confidence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Houston making a switch here. Paul's checked in. Here's Hayes. And it's Perkins with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did. Attacking the deep with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The trickery of Paul, he's unpredictable. It is what gets defenders to be overly aggressive.
And both free throws good from Paul. Here's Seattle. McMillan passes to Shrimp. Off target from outside. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The 19-foot shot, and it's good. 2 points.
He needs to be more proactive on offense and shoot it more. He's making most of his shots, so he's got to demand the ball more.
Pass to McMillan. Here is Shrimp. Here's Perkins. Perkins drills the 3. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Paul surveying the floor. So we see Houston taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a